Happy New Year. And I did not upload yesterday because I have no excuse. I'll just say that I didn't upload yesterday. So today is the next day from last time. Let's just pretend it's that way. And I finished the course. I say because they added 2 more lessons to it. And they added it just last night. Anyways, I guess I'll just share with you a couple things I've learned from it. Wow, it's here. I have what, 5 pages of notes from that? Oh, yeah. Soft close and callback loops. By the way, if I didn't already tell you, I'm taking the Instagame course from Based Zeus. He's basically teaching you how to use your Instagram profile to automate a large part of the dating process, of being able to build familiarity with the people you want to connect with, as opposed to just approaching someone there at a grocery store or something. His approach here is basically taking more of a marketing approach when it comes to dating, as in to present yourself in a way that people would buy into the idea of interacting with you more. I guess is the best way to summarize it. There's a bunch of things that I had to explain to you to be able to, for you to get what I'm trying to say here, but yeah, I guess it's kind of building on that phrase of just stick to doing what you love to do and trying to live the kind of life that you want to live, and naturally all the things and all the people that are right for you will come to you. And if we're trying to be realistic, sometimes that would sound too optimistic, but in the context of the social media marketing, that's actually how you do it. That's actually how you grow your account to such a high level. I don't mean by the amount of followers, but more the quality of followers that you have. I mean, if you're doing a business sort of thing, it doesn't matter how many followers you have if you get 0 money from them. Followers and likes do not equal money. And in this case, followers and likes don't necessarily equal to relationships. So building the right kind of social group around you. Instagram does a very good job of this. On, say, if you post something, and say if you use hashtags for examples, there kind of like keywords that either people can search for or the Instagram algorithm sends to the people who are interested in that kind of keyword, based off who they follow and what they like. So if you put something about, I don't know, water skiing, then with the hashtag Waters King, and all the people, even if they don't search for a specific hashtag, but they follow other things, maybe like ocean photography, there's somehow a little bit related on the fact that it's ocean, and the Instagram algorithm would redirect them to see yours as a suggested post or even as a suggested account for them to follow. So that's kind of how Instagram tries to connect people together. Yeah, I would say that. And but in this case, it's more of developing a stronger connection depending on who you connect with purposefully. So you've seen an account online and you want to connect with them more. This whole Instagame course is pretty much about that. And yeah, I guess it's like a thing of building enough reputation. Yeah, I mean how you portray yourself in your account is the reputation that you have, pretty much. That and the comments on all of your posts. And I lost track here. I'll just say that he talks about this one concept called familiarity, and it's taking advantage of the Instagram algorithm of what I just told you, and just pretty much as soon as both of you follow each other, then the more you like and comment on each other on the newsfeed or whatever, even on stories, the more often that you put yourself in front of them, the more familiarity that you build. I guess it's kind of like seeing a McDonald's billboard on the highway. One billboard every mile. It gets pretty repetitive, and you get McDonald's in your mind after all. I guess this is sort of the same thing. But anyways, the lesson from today was how to increase the, how it says, yeah, how to use stories to set up a date, or to set up any kind of deal, really. So this is just marketing. It's all the same way, however you want to use it. So here he talks about a soft close, which is pretty much committing to something, like a specific activity, without committing to any other detail about that. So like time, date, location, stuff like that. It's kind of like when you meet someone that you haven't seen in a long time. It's like, oh, hey, how are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And then kind of to catch up, hey, let's catch up over coffee sometime. Keeping it very vague like that in Instagram, it works well enough because you're actually able to keep enough familiarity, as I just described, and that, yeah, it's to gradually commit to more of the logistic part over time. And then he talks about callback loops. guess the easiest way to understand it is to kind of build on inside jokes and things that only you two share. It's to be able to transform it from a casual conversation that you can have with anyone to a conversation that only you two can have. Again, you can see there how that creates even more familiarity with them. And yeah, it's really being able to hold a specific context. Even if you start a conversation with a random stranger, you're always within a specific context, whether it's a grocery store or they're picking up ice cream or whatever. There's always a specific context that you are able to build upon. Watching a sports game, same story. There is a specific context that you can build upon. Same way on Instagram. However you choose to start the conversation, usually it's done through stories as a reply to their story. It sets up a context, the context that they gave, and you just build upon that, and a conversation starts to flow. Let's see here. And he also gets into explaining what kind of stories get the most replies. I guess it's kind of logical. I won't say the exact formula here because I don't know, I guess there is an NDA that I'm not aware of. Don't want to risk it. But yeah, how could I say this? I'd say yeah, I would say a basic update on what you're doing, but specifically things that that they could be a part of as well. It's like, even going to a specific restaurant and just tagging the location there can set up the kind of context where they can reply to your story and say, hey, I haven't been there in a long time. Let's catch up. It's like, okay, let's go there. Where I'm explaining it pretty bad, but you'll get the basic idea. Stories are updates or sides of you that they can relate pretty easily and start a conversation with. That is the most basic principle. And about the 2 new lessons he added here. How to edit your photos like an influencer step by step, and secret editing hack to make your face better looking in 10 seconds or less. I guess that's just more the photo content. I'm not sure how much marketing is in this, other than to have something of good quality that people can rely on for you to be of high value. But yes, that is the course in essence. There's a lot more detail, which is really good. I highly recommend that you check his course out. I don't know why I always understand things better when given in this context of social media dating. I guess it kind of feels like it's more more human than technical. To me, it's just easier to understand because social media is not just a dry robot, but it's more of an imitation of how we interact with each other. And if we treat it as a high value interaction, as a place where you can genuinely show yourself, then I'd say it's pretty easy to reap the benefits of social media, whatever form you want them to take. So I shall be implementing some of this, see how it goes. But yeah, I guess the main thing from this video is like, if you want to grow your social media account, then I highly suggest you started treating it more as a human interaction rather than a scientific process that you have to follow the mathematics of how to grow your profile. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's useful, but yeah, you shouldn't make your life about social media. Your social media should be about your life. So with that, I bid you adieu into the Happy New Year. So, toodaloo.